beloved. Welcome in. Today is our Virgo seasonal check-in, dearie. Yay! If you're new, my name is New. Nice to meet you. Once every season, we look at who's watching, who's involved, overall themes, as well as seasonal events. We clarify what's calling for attention, and we use the tarot to tie the messages together using food for thought and last card advice. Whoa. All right. For Virgo season, we'll use last card advice to ask, dear, as the season unfolds, what are small, ordinary, uncomplicated steps we can take to prepare for opportunity and stay sharp in matters of money and the mind as the season unfolds? All right, dear. Last card advice is about the most small, uncomplicated ways to get it done. Start now. All right, period. I'm ready to get into it, dearie. Before we start, it's time for win of the day. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, this is a space that we share together to get creative in how we celebrate ourselves, dear. So let me know your win down in the comments, all right? No win too big or small. The first person to share their win gets a special prayer on the house, all right? Can't wait to hear from y'all. My win today is the fact that I have never been felt more prepared for a Virgo reading. Okay, period. I'm ready. And you know what, beloved? I get the sense of you're ready too. What's coming, what's unfolding, you're ready for it now. Okay? So I think we're going to work on something that helps you care for self amidst it all. Whew, dear. We got some crazy energies on the board to start. You know, I usually pull a main card in this deck, but we'll get that deck to get multiple themes, all right? But we got this pre-check, okay, with a broom. New home, new attitude. We have a bear. Danger, especially in money matters. This is that shark energy that we've been forming into. What was once sort of sly and foxy, something smaller in mass is expanding and taking a new form. And I think that wow, 10 Knight of Swords, welcome Knight of Swords. We've been seeing Knight of Swords since we did our Leo season check-in. This is full blown abundance, share, care, love, because the air slash bird affiliation, look, there's more air right there with that sword. This affiliation has been giving us really keys, really keys to the grid, keys to the city. Do you see all these swords? And then we have High Priestess, which is your opposite. Well, I'm talking to you like you all Virgo, which is Virgo's opposite sister. All right. So the reality is, it feels like labor. It feels like crowning. Okay. So there feels like pain and pressure that you have been enduring slowly, but surely getting ahead. All right. We have at the center of the pre-check a four-leaf clover, Bookie. I know for a fact the four-leaf clover, the only other time we've seen it yet on the channel is in our Leo season check-in. This is full-blown abundance, share, care, love. All right. This was about good, great fortune and the fact that there's enough, there's plenty, there's more than you can keep alone. It's meant for share. Okay. It's made for share. Look. This is made for you. It's really giving Tony. It's giving like outdoor summer festival, California concert. All right, live show, music attractions. Okay, I have a key though too. I'm gonna try to slow back down, y'all. Okay, because we need to get our dice. We need to look at you, and then we could talk about maybe these main themes as well. But what I'm showing and proving to you is that all your hard work is making you more of a leader. It's making you more adamant, persistent. All right. We have a tulip which is about great passion. I feel like it's a dog in somebody. Okay, period. With the bear, and then the moon card has two dogs. All right, I think you and your dogs. Okay, you are not alone, Books. You have not been alone. There's a lot about teamwork. Okay, so I think it's an opportunity when we talking about already looking forward to being sharp and money and mind matters. It's like getting together, right? We gotta connect. We have to. Oh wow, with the self-care card, it says we gotta reconnect. So our last reading was the truth at heart. There's always more to the story. The overall theme there was about reflection, and it came to be that you have embodied so much of your complete truthness as you navigate territories, arenas, especially going outside of your normal limits, distance, travels, boundaries, time zones, area codes, all that. So it's like as you have stood on Mo B's Bear, Mama Bear, not playing with it. Bear came out heavy, tough in this Truth at Heart episode that I'm talking about. There's always more to the story. You being in this truthful, kind, compassionate, betting on self. This is all the messages and the strategies we've been building from the bird affiliation. They've been gifting us with reason amidst the season. There's any reason you do it for any reason that suits you in the moment, as opposed to us doing so much of what's expected, what people in ourselves think is right or wrong. What's useful for you? Anyway, you see how powerful this is? Do you feel the presence, and so how you're actually reflecting your truth and your response to your responsibilities, and you're carrying this attitude with you that is making it low key, high key. It's making it impossible for people to successfully get their rocks off on projecting uh impersonations, accusations, projections, fears. You have secret admirers coming out way too much when I did the pre-shuffle in the last week. I mean, we've had secret admirers in every read, but this person is having a difficult time standing here quiet and still as time comes on. Anyway, people cannot get their rocks off projecting onto you and making you carry what they expect. These spectators expect shit of you, and it's up in the air and it's falling to the floor, cracking into pieces. Vase. All right, because you're too busy. I have happiness, honestly, and then I have another dog. Protection from a powerful friend. Okay, you not getting carried away. You carry yourself so well about so much business. Check out any fucking reading on the channel as of late. Just scroll, pick one, watch, listen. You are on all these bees, and you minding your own business. Look, family matters. Money matters. Didn't I say matters as well? We talking about all the things that matter, what matter to us. So we're getting ahead at the end of the day. And you have an attitude that's helping you get ahead. And this attitude is reflecting. People are picking it up. They're witnessing it. They're being impacted by the experience of your responses to them now. So they cannot project onto you. They're left to deal with the messes that they cause and create in the projections that they send out, because you're not picking them up. It gotta go somewhere. It's left for them. Okay, what does this say? It's a vine. Seek out information that will help you. Okay, dear. We talking about helping with the vine. I love vines, and I certainly hope that they're coming out more starting now. I'm ready for that. We have help and healing and reconnect and repair, dear. Let's look at your energy. How you're doing, how you're showing up predominantly. We're doing so well. I hope you're doing well, dear. You're so welcome here. And I hope you're in this space with me using crystal clear discernment, meaning you receive what resonates and don't carry what don't belong to you. Look, don't set expectations for the old homework, bookies. This reflection space, we share it to level out the load or lighten it. And I think you're experiencing especially a leveling out of your load before it lightens. And this is meant to genuinely provide you with an enlightening experience to know what it's like to see your full capacity and be stretched and carry load and then lift up. Oh, imagine how you will fly. Wind chimes. We have a lily, dearie. Spiritual love. Your maturity pays off, beloved. Dear beloved, you have a maturity and you have a quiet, though active passion. As of late, you've adopted reason that benefits you to the season as opposed to right or wrongs or any other expectation now. It's become easier as you form embody practice more acceptance in your life to reap the rewards of all that you're made of and all that you sow anyway. I just see seed feed all over blooming, all right, and everything that's coming, you reap it. It belongs to you and you put it to use, baby. There's nothing growing in your garden that's not a part of your everyday ordinary aim, what matters to you most. So you're carrying what matters to you most at the front of your mind, at the start and the end of your day. And it just leaves less room and attention for people who have expectations, these spectators. So what's being projected towards you, because it absolutely is with the moon card, it is left up in the air falling to pieces because you're not using what's not useful to you, right? You've been practicing this reason and this logic. So they're left to realize something brand new, which is that you are filled with a passion, of fuel, a happiness for life, to succeed, to learn, to win, and to try again. All right, especially with something new, and that they are not a part of your great passion. Hold on, great good fortune and great passion, baby. Look at everything growing in your garden. So useful for you. You could put it to immediate use. If it's like so much of what's happening for you is giving you the opportunity to recognize your full capacity as you manage properties, estates, states, conditions, things that are forming, all right? You're carrying this load and this weight well because you get up out of passion and you get up out of some sense of gratitude or hope, okay? Gratitude and hope, they connect to favor and fortune because they're all in the family of the shape of happiness. You're holding on to light and happiness, dearie. People admire you so much. I wasn't expecting to say that. Okay, we have a lot of dogs. Okay, so I feel like you coming from, look, we talking about this self-care and we've been talking a lot about reconciliation. I did get the pineapple again in the pre-shuffle, which is reconciliation. And this is not about fixing relationships, and damn sure ain't no bullshit ass romance about getting together with some clown. Okay, it's about the fact that there are pieces. Look, Ten of Wands, things, carry, situations, forms. Damn, we got the Ten of Wands and the hornet's nest and the geese. Do you see all this action and involvement of people, places, things, situations? Okay, so all these dogs, I don't know, it's like you feel me? Yo touch. Yeah. So this is what it is. It doesn't matter if you see these people be actually, I'm hearing on the block with them face to face, or if this is network, internet. Somebody said net worth. So if this is choices that increase the trickle of like credit score savings. Okay. Anyway, these matters, these situations, these forms, people, places, things. Obviously, it seems like there's an uproar about you, baby. I have the tracks and the walking boots. Okay, we talking about, y'all know Y'all gotta have to watch the last reading right before this, that there's always more to the story, truth at heart, dearie. Because all of these cards came out. I shuffled all of this shit, but we've been getting this shit. We got the tracks, the walking boots, the road. We is talking all types of plane, train, city to city, area codes. It's given international, but we also have the white feather with the diamond ring, purity, and the letter in the mail about unconditional love. I have a house and another sun, and you being in control of this trajectory, and then another sun riding off into the sunset. So it's like everything that you're saving, I feel like you're doing something to filter, like reset your algorithm, plug yourself into mental matters, meditations, money mantras. I feel all of that shit. So you trying to build these little things like, I don't know, coins. You know, we might have to get back to using, I don't know why we would get back to using coins, but I hear somebody saying it. Okay, I'm gonna think about it. Okay, so it's like you thinking about all of this shit, because the reality is what I'm holding is all of the responsibility that you carry. This is authority. You are a model, a role model. You are definitely in an era of leadership. Okay, so you manage matters, books, and this uproar in your environment. It's like a whole, we're talking by, try, and coasts. So it's just expansion and connection. We have been getting all of this assistance from the bird affiliation, and birds will spread the word. Oh my God, y'all gonna think, y'all already know. Bird gossip. This motherfucker said word spread fast. Okay, so we're getting some help about spreading. There's some news, but about this reflection, and we have seen so many ladders today in getting to actually press and record. All this abundance is like, it's damn, I have protection. Shield, I never seen that card, but I see protection on the board so many times, baby. It's about something, high priestess, that you've had in your mind, on your mind, that you've been thinking about, planning over, that has a purpose that is gonna spread. Look, nurture, water, garden. We're talking about garden again. It's like, okay, it doesn't matter where you are. I said that the key is now that you're seen as a role model. You're recognized for your achievement. You're recognized for your maturity, for your reason, for your talent and achievement. Okay, so that's a reputation. Buki is given reputable, and it's also given that there's being a stage. You see, there's all of these people, and I mentioned performances. There's all of these people connected. So much is going on. People are being a chain of events, okay? And you're gonna end up in a space, some of y'all, some of you will be in a space that ultimately forms circumstances that become like about you spreading this word. Something, you're making something become important in a viral kind of way. Viral environment. You feel me? It's gotta be something with the attitude that is most carried through these birds air travel. Now we gotta see how you doing. I have fucking chills, bro. We've been getting a lot of like air centered mental reflective energies as of late. I think you came out as iridium in the fucking last. There's always more to the story. Wait, somebody came out as iridium lately. My bad. I don't know. Dear, let's see how you're showing up predominantly. Then we gonna get into who's involved. Especially because we've cleared up a lot of clutter and a lot of chatter from signals and associations that just did not have fair dealings. Look, coins coming out on my moods. Okay, it's like word is spreading, and then I don't know, maybe the thing that I'm recognizing with all these dogs, look, I picked up the dog and it was flipped over. I was like looking for it, like I don't know if people are gonna like take sides in melee or something. I'm literally seeing, as I say that, the scene in Wakanda, nigga, where they all, you feel me, go to battle with each other. Wow, a flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. And then fans. Mm-hmm. And reefs. There's so much that you have been a part of recently, and it's contributing to success. And there is this announcement, dear. Let's see how you showing up. Because it sounds like you're making an announcement. You're making something loud and clear. And I think there is, for many, perhaps a very special, tender, sentimental, emotional touch that gains like the romance and affections of others. I mean, these people is people who already been admiring you, but it's like it claps onto them. Okay, it's like I see a train, and it's like it's kind of a slow, cold, old downtown train, so people could hop on and off if they really about it. So I feel like people is just changing courses. Wow. So as you've been practicing all this shit, it becomes so effortless for you to be this person. I feel you with this shield and this reflection. Look at this. Look at this. Like, dear beloved, you're in all of this leadership. And so it just feels like you've been through some experience. You've gained something good. You've succeeded at protecting and prevailing in something. And your recognition is being thrown the fuck at you as a natural response to you bringing back something that you learned to the masses, to the people. Oh wow, this says sweetness and says something clear. You're setting something clear, and it clears a lot of shit up. It feels like a lot of people dealing with challenges and muddled was in the last one. Magnifying glass, we're trying to get more clear. Another moon. Okay, you said something clear as hell. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't know how to keep up with all of this shit. This feels like the jungle. This is the jungle. Word has spread about a trek you took, and you have made it back to the land, to the masses. If, dearie, I still didn't ask how you came out. That's crazy. I still didn't get it. Let's see. I have the coldest chills. They're so cold. Like, I feel actually kind of frozen. So maybe there's a moment that's frozen in time forever. Like something has potential for virality. Hey, I was talking about a virus, environment, viral. You see it happening now. Okay, 13 and then 112, which is the very end of the periodic table of elements. Aluminum does it all on their own if they had to. Aluminum just comes. You see how they're turned upwards, managing, carrying, but then their head is facing in another direction because, wow, look at you, dear. You've got your eyes set on something serious and special. You are like stubborn. You've become from foxy to a bear to a shark about this. Wow, I have 3 of Swords in the Wolverine, which says power struggles, inner demons. Something has been broken. 2333 on the time. That's the second timer number I've ever seen so far on the channel. I just did it in another read like within the last week. Oh wait, 2333, and I had 13112. Somebody dialing your line, somebody's punching your numbers, somebody is choosing you to announce and be awarded something too. I feel somebody's like degree being pressed. Oh yeah, this is that kind of energy for Shisha. And then with the vase and the protection, it's something about you putting this up. Look, in your home, it becomes something. It's not magic, but it seems magical. With the moons, there's something that, oh, I have so many horses, dearie. Your movement is going to help you stay sharp in money and mind matters. All right, going ahead and completing that task, seeing it through, going, from point A to point B. um Somehow staying upright and forward, so like walks, laying on your belly like baby, like what do they call it, like belly time or whatever the fuck. I have a seahorse. Damn, I have a seahorse on top of all the horses. This is sort of giving that seahorse to me too. So there is a show. There is a shield that's actually becoming a show. Something that protects you is becoming invigorating to the point of virality in your environment, to the point of massive enlightenment. And we talking about ideas, creation, something coming out of the darkness to form. You calling people to action, but I want to get more specific and not make it sound like, you know, it's about the thoughts though. It's giving all this hat energy in the broom. So think about somebody who is in their hat and their broom and they treasure seasonally, plus the small ladybug joys. And we got slow and steady again. So you have the potential to have more energy and okay, you're gonna be experiencing a slower progress, a long win. I mean it when I say something is going to get steady for you before it rises. Love is on the table. I think I have a little time to get to it because there's plenty. I seen 26, 26. As I said it. Look, beloved, 2, 6. All right. Understanding with the sunrise, happy beginnings, hopeful days, understanding people really want to be able to, something about what you approve of is sort of like the people's choice. That's what I mean by the award. Okay. So it's about going ahead and putting more of your thoughts and opinion out there when you recognize there's something that, I don't know, that you have a reflective, something thoughtful activating to add to the motion and the meaning, the moment. It's like you've been doing all of this small wins and building this loyalty reward card with the small wins and the self kindness and the betting on self and all that we talked about in There's Always More to the Story. Um, it's become easier to have these sort of serendipitous, synchronicity time on your side, or the quality of the experience. The time becomes quality by the nature the experience unfolds in. So you're unfolding and doing these dances, and they're growing, and they're definitely momentum, but they're growing in their affections. Your people's affections on your reflections are creating an environmental shift in the things that people think about and keep at the front of their mind. So what people are focused on, it's like you're bringing a new angle to a table in a conversation and a story. Stay tuned, beloved, because this week in Luxe Workshop, which is a space that I take you on with me once a week, behind the scenes, doing the work, stewarding our oracle world at the estate. And our next episode will be our first handwritten living estate welcome story, okay? And the first story is called You Belong Here. Eee! You know what? If you've been around, I started this channel. I was doing lectures, Appeal to Real. I think I was calling them Real Nigga Newscasts. And then I was doing the I can't remember what I called it. I always had lingo. That's nothing. It's nothing to me. It's nothing for me. I can't get nothing done without lingo being involved. Anyway, I have my lectures, Lesson to Blessing. And then I had a newscast, real nigga newscast. So I had all of these segments, bruh. And I also had a segment where I would read handwritten stories by Nunu. I don't remember what Nunu's little story time was called. It might have been story time with Nuki Girl or something like that. But I might have to go through old stuff. Look, old stuff. Oh shit. Magnifying glass and the treasure on top of each other, both number 27. Look with the energy. It's like what you put your energy into is actually coming from an intuitive, instinctual place. And there is a lot to be explored. And somehow Venus is involved with adored. Okay, there's Libra on the table for sure. I also have Aries. I feel like Aries and Libra is opposites, right? Yes, right. And then there's been Saturn involved lately. Okay, so a lot about a lot of things that have passed of time. You're clearing a set in a space with something that protects you. All of these thoughts, I'm telling you, people are seeing you as top hat. Okay, they're trying to get to the top of many of the things that you're involved with because they recognize that they bring them to the top of many of the things that matter to them too. Okay, so yeah, you're bringing this news. You're anchoring something that you brought back with you from a journey. Look, the geese are about a migration. The geese, I need y'all to know, like these feel like multiple geese cards are the same. They feel like two of the same card right now. Okay, it's expressing how much people is around in situations, but baby, there's so much treasure. There's so much attitude and there's so much admiration. So it's something that you doing so well with the helm. The way you carrying yourself is bringing admiration, and what you're cultivating. I was talking about somebody who wears hats and carries brooms. It's like you're doing a lot of household or it could be housing related for shit show. But what do we call this, dear? Things around properties, like you're managing and attending to more than one locality in space here, all right? And with the patience key, it's like you're taking more in and it's taking time. So beloved is working with you to keep things steady and level and level and level and level so you can get good and comfortable, only for the elevation and alleviation to come through, to follow. That's going to make you light as a feather. That's going to make those wings soar. That's going to purify. We have a snail and a turtle, you know? Wow, I feel hella good. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, let's look at you more. Rhenium 75. You may be really resonating with the word steward, but I feel like steward little, but also the word steward, which is what we do in Luxe Workshop every week, is steward the oracle world here at the estate, dear. Wow, I really can't wait to tell that story about You Belong Here. I think that's something that's your success is growing with the affections that grow around you, and the affections are growing around you through the maturity and the welcome that you extend when it's safe, when it's sound, when it's sure, when it's a steady, stable choice, right? You make healthy choices, and people recognize the helpfulness that you provide and show. I hear show first. So people want to stand forward, stand out, and actually carry themselves into more meaning, more matter. And however they might cross paths or relate or reconnect and repair and find something through you. I heard danger, finances, as in like wherever these monies and structures and shelters and properties and lines. I hear shelter. And I hear chef, but I'm hearing shelf and chauffeur more. I'm feeling so much about elementary school and like living somewhere that you stayed over 20 years ago. Maybe you're getting a job in housing or uh, there's something you're taking over. It has to be. It has to be that. It has to be something that you're taking over, whether it's inheritance, whether it's a grant, a gift, an award. You provide something that you offer something, all right? You offer something, and in place, you become the replacement. Mm. Either somebody's got you a part of a collection of energy, or you're replacing something that was once truly treasured, and this is the new, even deeper treasure. This examine with the treasure magnifying both being 27 says larger than life. There's a new record, a new standard established, but there is a transition, there's initiation where people become receptive. There's a reception, you know? There's some sort of thing happening, all right? And there's so many people involved, and this is just another important matter to put on the record. There's an important matter to get on the record now, to make documents, make a note to, because it's something that you're finna take over. You're finna use it and take something over with it. Restore, replace. I use the word a lot, supersede. Things go slow and steady until we supersede it. Otherwise, we're just adjusting, patching, adapting. You feel me? So, dearie, let's start to wind down into the last cardish, where we're talking about uncomplicated ways to prepare for opportunity and stay sharp in matters of money and the mind. Okay. I love how we didn't even have to like get into too many people. But look at this person. I just want you to know that they're standing there like this. And so you're with your back turned in this position because you're in this position, this unique position. All right. And they're just like, wow, look at you. So we're talking about staying sharp and preparing for opportunity. We know that there's a lot of affection towards you. A dog, bismuth, which is 8-3, and hafnium 7-2. People are coming out of the works. It's like people who've been secretly, or not even so much secretly, but more so hidden and quiet and covered up, are being uncovered with their protection. Yes, because you are admired. Okay, whatever this tower is, do not have fear, and do know that you're ready to do something that is, it gives the energy in my chest of like riding a brand new roller coaster, especially after it's been a long time. It's like a good great fortune and a great passion are coming together for something that's going on the record, larger than life, full of affection, and making this journey so much more divine and harmonious, and with the sense of that like magic. If anybody is working on a sense of like magic with their attitude, their small steps in ordinary life, it'll be you, Virgo, because you're not afraid of luxury. You're not afraid of living well. And you need some shit to do to keep you on a positive note anyway. Okay, period. Slow and steady there. So let's get our last card advice. Whoa. That's so weird. I didn't shuffle. I guess I shuffled this one. All of this other shit just came out. Hey. Hey. Hey, beloved. Can we get something about uncomplicated ways starting motherfucking now to go ahead and stay prepared and stay prepared for opportunity and stay sharp around money and mental matters. All right, start now. Unfolding. Seven of Cups. Okay, there's like all of this. There's the Seven of Cups is about absolute like overload, like OD overgo, like bloated, uh like when you cook pasta too long and that shit just turned into like okay, so Magician. Beloved wants you to remain slow and steady and do not turn around to abandon what's right for you until you see it through. Then you'll be ready to turn back around and face at this moment in time, synchronicity, this recognition that's already being prepared for you. People are being made very aware about something. Okay. I had a 10 of Cups, so all of these dogs, whether it's you clearing up a lot of boundaries and setting shit straight about your establishments, your affiliations, and not, all right, and then your affiliations, and then your opposition. If not you setting these lines and scores, people are scoring themselves out, all right. There's some dueling going on, okay, and you already know what all of these brooms and all of this viral with all the birds and the thoughts, things are spreading. So there's potential for a heck of a lot of gossip to be mixed into all of the seasonal events. Keep forward, bro. This Aries energy is very low key, sleeper succeeder here. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. Remember your original plan, I guess, but it's like go slow enough and steady enough, dear beloved, that you can keep a track and have a pretty decent recall, or if you need to slow down and meditate on the moment to remember something, that you can pick up and trace the pieces of the places you've been in. You should be able to trace your whereabouts, kind of remember what happened Tuesday and what happened Wednesday, because something that's happening Thursday. So focus on the days and memory and correlation and reconnecting the dots, okay? Tracing where you've been. Nothing's getting left behind, dearie. And I have no idea, but I'm so excited for you. Thanks so much for being here. If you like the series, check out my brand new just made playlist, because now we've done Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo seasonals plus one bonus read. That's where all the special content lives, dearie. Let me know what you think. See you soon. Bye.